Hey everybody, again in the video online world. Yes, it's me, Isabel Marie 13, and like I said, I'm heated, I'm back, I'm red, I'm passionate, I'm fiery right now. I'm not upset. I'm just speaking my mind and saying the things that have come to me, and I'm very inspired to actually give videos with content right now. I know I've been doing a lot of makeup videos lately, but I'm back, like I said, I always do videos when I'm inspired and stuff. For me right now, this video is going to be something that I want to talk about that's very near and dear to my heart, and that I really do believe in, and it's a little bit of where I come from and what I'm here for. I want to talk about giving back. I want to talk about doing more. I want to talk about giving more of who you are to the people around you and stuff, because a lot of people just think like, oh, well, you know what, if I donate a couple bucks to the church, that makes me a good person. And I'm not saying that you're a bad person if you don't do either way, but here's the thing. I see all these things around me happening. I see all these things that are happening in my life. I see people like, oh my God, the economy, the recession, and they're all depressed and all these things. But here's the thing. It's like, it's not the worst of the worst. It could be so much worse out there. And I know people are like, oh, well, yeah, on TV they see starving kids and they change the channel. And they're like, oh, no big deal. You don't want to hear it. But here's the reality of it, guys. I mean, we are so much more blessed than most people in the world as Americans. Okay, we are. We have more luxuries than more people know what to do with. I mean, even having hot water is something that most people don't have in other countries. And I'm not here to be preaching stuff to you, but here's the point. It's like, you're not going to get anything if you're not giving anything. It's the same thing about sowing your seeds. You reap what you sow. It's true. A farmer does the work, he gets his fruits, he bears his fruits and vegetables, that's fine. And it's the same with everything else in our lives. And I always see people that want to achieve something great, or want to make a legacy, or want to change somebody's life and affect them, but they don't take those steps to do it. And I always ask my people, what is your takeaway for what you learned today, but what can you give back? Can you give 10% more? Can you? 10% more to yourself, to your commitment in your relationship, to your children, to everything. I'm here on the computer and I do a lot of, live shows, and I do a lot of things. And people know when I'm on my live show, my son's in the background very patient. And I give props to him because he's 8 years old. And, that's a big feat in its own. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, you know what? This week is his spring break. And I guess I have to make this announcement now anyways. This coming week is his spring break. Today's Thursday in March. Well, guess what? After tomorrow, I'm shutting the computer off. I'm shutting the cell phone off. And for over a week, we're just going to have fun. We're going to go to the museums. We're going to go ice skating. We're going to go to the art shows. We're going to go to the ballet. We have some tickets to go see Walking with Dinosaurs. I check like he's here because I always do that. But we're going to go see Walking with Dinosaurs. We're going to go do so many things. We're going to get out of the house and actually live a little. When's the last time you guys have done that? When's the last time you've gone out there? And ask yourself, can I give 10% more? My son and I had a very, good discussion last night and stuff, and he was like, I don't want you to ever die, and don't leave me and stuff, and we talk about those things, and he was just like, just promise me and stuff. And here's the thing, guys, he's not getting younger. You're not getting younger. He's going to grow up, and there's going to be a time where it's not cool for mom to go to school anymore, and it's not cool for mom to give him kisses and be all flamboyant and paint him on his cheek or something for a holiday or something. And I know that. So I asked myself, is it really going to kill me to give him, I could have gave him the whole weekend. I could play with him once a day at home or watch a movie or play a video game. But I'm like, this is the moment. This is a time in his life where he's old enough to remember this and to have a whole 10 days or more of his mom's full attention, full time, fuck the computer, fuck YouTube, and fuck everything else. My son comes first. I'm not giving him 10%, I'm giving 110% of who I am to him. But I ask you, what can you do? What can you do to affect your life? If you want a better quality of life, then live it. What can you do to treat yourself better? Maybe you can't go to the salon, but maybe you can get yourself a nice candles and incense for your house. And do your own salon day with your girlfriends. Maybe you can't feed an army of starving people, but maybe you can take one homeless man for a meal, or just give him some food if you feel uncomfortable. Maybe you're hanging on to that dress in your closet that doesn't fit like I've been doing. I have a dress that I've had now for almost 10 years. Beautiful dress. If you guys actually know, you know what? Fuck it. Let me go get it. Hold on. I'm in the spur of the moment kind of day. So, why not? I already have it here right now. I was going to make a video about it anyway. So, ta-da! I'm back. So, I have this dress. And it's the infamous red dress from one of my photo shoots. And I love it to death. It's really pretty, really sparkly and stuff. Off the shoulders, one here, sexy and stuff. But I was listening on the radio yesterday, and what the city's doing is they're collecting old dresses or dresses from prom or weddings or whatever stylish dresses that you have. It's called the Belle of the Ball. And what they're doing is they're donating them. They're gonna have, they have, sorry guys, I was just making sure I was in the right frame, but they have a dry cleaning place that's going to dry clean all these dresses, and they're going to give them to women or young girls that can't afford to get a prom dress and go to prom. I just thought that was really, really awesome. For whatever reason, by chance, I heard it on the radio, and I went through my closet. I'm like, you know what? I got to get the red dress. I love the red dress, and I love it to death, and, you know, it was a part of one of my photo shoots, and I'm like, but it's sitting there doing nothing. So if I can make another girl happy and feel beautiful, why not? Even if I never get to see her or know who she is, why not? So I'm asking you guys now, can you give 10% more? Here's the funny thing, guys. If you watched Extreme Home Makeover this past Sunday, it was filmed in El Paso, Texas, okay? It's actually in a town that's not that far. It's about an hour away from where I live. And it was a family that's on the border of Juarez, Mexico. Now, if you're living under a rock, you don't know what's going on in Juarez, Mexico. If you're not, right now, Juarez, Mexico is more deadly and more dangerous than Iraq is right now. The cartel has taken over. It's moving on to El Paso's city streets. They're moving officials' families over. I mean, it's getting bad. I had a friend that owned a restaurant. For whatever reason, he felt he needed to sell his share in the restaurant. He did. 3 months later, the cartel came and burned it down. It's serious. But here's a couple, a mom and dad, and a son and daughter, Maria and Jesus Ruiz, and they're going out there, and they have this beautiful dream home. It was their home. They were trying to build it, renovate and stuff. They stopped completely renovating their house in order to feed starving and poor people in Juarez. Even after all these years, they didn't have a house that was finished. It was, you know, falling apart. The kids had to sleep in the floor of the parents' room in the winter because they didn't even have heat in the whole house. And yet they're still going out there and feeding homeless people and feeding hungry people, and they put together their own ministry, Gem Ministries. And here I'm like, wow, you know, people are like, so, oh, I can't do this, I can't do anything, and they put their whole entire lives on hold. They each worked 2-3 jobs, and they were deserving of that house. So what did I do? I went ahead and I got her home phone number, and I've been calling her, and we're going to get together. My son and I are going to donate time next week and help them out. I have so much stuff to give. I have so much stuff I don't need. You know, even if something means something to you, it probably means so much more to somebody that doesn't have anything. I know what it's like to be homeless. I know what it's like to not have a lot of things. And I don't want that for other people. I'm not asking you guys to go out there and be me. Don't be me. Don't be Mother Teresa. Don't do shit if you don't want to. If you don't like it, fuck it, get out. Go do another video. But here's the point, guys. Why do you sit there and you bitch and complain about stuff and you have so much to give? Even just your time. Me stopping what I'm doing and looking at my son's eyes and listening to what he's saying when he's telling me his story, he glows, his lights, you know, his eyes light up, and he becomes like this little Christmas tree because I'm listening to him. Listen to somebody. Take an elderly person out to lunch. Do something different. Break the routine. Because whether you like it or not, one day you're going to be on the receiving end, and you're going to need somebody to be there for you to help give you that step up. Don't give a hand out, give a hand up. You know, so for me, I honestly believe that we can always give 10% more. Give that much more to ourselves, to our relationships, to our families, to our kids, to our loved ones, to our health. And I would hope that there's people out there that feel the same. If you do, find me. Let's work on something together. You know, I've gone out there and helped people from eBay and from YouTube, and you know, and sent them things, or you know, every year me and my son open up our hearts and we start writing Christmas cards and sending them to people in prison. I tell people, if you want me to send a Christmas card to somebody, just give me the address. I've had people give me their address to their grandma in their nursing homes, to their cousin in prison, to their neighbor. I had a lady that said, just can you please send me 10 cards and I'll go out there and I'll just hand them out to homeless people. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, we can do that. We can do that. That's going to take 20 minutes of our time. No big deal. So that's it for me, guys. Just go out there. There's a saying that says, the world's a better place because of those who refuse to believe they can't fly. And it's true. So find your wings, spread them and fly. If you need help, or if you need anything, or if you want to comment back, please do. Isabel Marie 13, ISABELMARIE, MySpace, YouTube, Twitter, Skype, Stickam, you name it, I'm there. /Isabel Marie 13, or just email me directly at isabelmarie13 at gmail.com. Hakuna Matata, guys. God bless. And like I said, even though this is gorgeous, and even though I have fond memories and stuff, I know that there's going to be somebody out there that's going to build more memories on it. And it's not that big a deal to me because it's a dress. It's only a dress. It can be replaced, but the memories and the good times and the giving back and the changing people's lives and the smile on my son's face when he goes out there and he gives his pairs of shoes to people that he knows is going to need it, that's priceless. So, Hakuna Matata, guys. God bless. Have a good day. Bye-bye.